Hi, South Durham family. We probably vary in how often we check the news, looking for updates about the world around us, but our goal is probably the same, regardless of when and how often we do it. We want to know what has changed since the last time we tuned in. Something that has really grounded me during this time of constant change has been thinking about how unchanging God and His Word are. How remarkable is it that I don't have to study my heart or be in a good place to go to God in prayer or go to God in His Word. Unlike when watching the news, where I would probably bury myself in a hole for the next year if I didn't have God on my side and helping me and keeping me steady through all this. I want to read Psalm 102, 25 through 28 to you. It says, "Of old you laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you will remain. They will all wear out like a garment. You will change them like a robe, and they will pass away. But you are the same, and your years have no end. The children of your servants shall dwell secure. Their offspring shall be established before you." So I'm comforted in knowing that God is the unchanging one. When everything else around me, people's opinions, expert advice, they'll keep changing. I'm strengthened to know that God and His Word are always available to us, and growing in our knowledge of God is always available to us. And 1 Peter 1:23 talks about this a little bit. "You have been born again, not of perishable seed, but of imperishable, through the living and abiding Word of God." So God has a purpose for that abiding Word in our lives, and He has things He wants to accomplish in us through His Word. But I'm reminded that we have to read His Word in order for Him to be able to accomplish His purposes in us through His Word. I've also thought often over the past month that I need to be more concerned with the thoughts and words of God rather than the thoughts and words of media. Maybe you can relate to that with me. I've also been reflecting during this time on the fact that God has not been caught off guard by the circumstances going on around us. He's right where He was before all of this began, seated with power and love in heaven, waiting for us to come to Him and to trust Him more and more as our Father. And one last passage to read is Daniel 7:13 and 14. "Behold, with the clouds of heaven there came one like a son of man, and he came to the Ancient of Days and was presented before Him. And to Him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve Him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and His kingdom one that shall not be destroyed." I hope these verses bring comfort and eyes to see God and His steadfast love for you. I can tell you He longs to comfort you, and I know He longs to comfort me as well.